it 100. Everybody who know me, you know I don't do this. I don't do none of this corniness. Can y'all hear me? Alright, cool. Everybody who know me, y'all know my style.
So I think it's not about the problem, it's about how you handle the problem. And I think I handled it very well. And everything trends for a minute and then it goes away.
It always goes away.
I've been waiting like, yo, get the fuck out the crib. Like, go ahead, bro. I've been waiting. I'm happy. I was like, ooh, got him.
Y'all, not even 24 hours after Claressa Shields was celebrating her own movie screening, and the whole internet is now dragging her into some relationship chaos she did not ask for. And guys, it's not even just about boxing anymore. It's about Papoose, Remy Ma, and Claressa's own ex putting her on blast in front of everybody. So here's what went down. Papoose went and posted Claressa on his Instagram with this random artsy caption, "If the path is beauty, let's not ask where it leads." Cute, right? Except somebody immediately jumped into the comments like, all she needed was someone like you to bring out her feminine side. Now, that might sound like a compliment, but y'all already know people don't leave comments like that unless they're trying to hint at something. And before fans could even finish dissecting what that meant, Claressa's ex-fiancé Tony Richardson popped up with his own shady little Facebook post. And the timing? Way too convenient. Because if Tony's jokes are to be believed, Claressa might have been hiding way more about her personal life than people thought. So here's where it gets extra messy. Tony went on Facebook, under the name Tony Rich, and decided to clown the situation. He posted, "When I hit Remy Ma, don't y'all be on my peanut and laughing emojis." Like, why are you inserting yourself when nobody even called your name? But y'all, it didn't just sit there. Within hours, that post had hundreds of shares and almost 1,000 comments. People were eating it up. And then Claressa herself jumped in the comments like, all with the heart emoji. Yes, the woman in the middle of all this chaos responded to her ex's messy little joke. Now at this point, fans were clutching their phones like, huh? Because what does it say when you're out here supposedly cozy with Pap, but still giggling at your ex making shady jokes about his wife? The timing was just too perfect, and everybody clocked it. So now the question on everybody's mind is, did Claressa really move on from Tony, or is there still something there? Because if this is what she's doing out in the open, imagine what we don't see. Now, before we even get into what Pap is doing now, let's rewind, because Tony Richardson wasn't just some side fling Claressa forgot about. Nope, this man was locked in. They went public back in late 2020, and by 2022, she was flexing a whole diamond rock on her finger with the caption, "My man love me, quota fiancé, OMG."
When they drop it on them copper Maserati, pinball boy, I'm such a fucking doggy, nigga. I'm standing at a table full of bottles.
Yeah, she wasn't just calling him bae. She was screaming fiancé to the whole world. And that ring, it was not giving just for fun. Fast forward a few months, she's posting anniversary pictures, smiling next to Tony like he's the love of her life. Then in 2024, it looked like they were still going strong. Claressa was out here celebrating New Year's with Tony in a mini dress while he's literally grabbing a handful of her peach in the photos. Caption, "Another year I bring it in with my fiancé. 2024, be good to us." Girl, you can't post that and then pretend it was never that deep. And if that wasn't enough, by May of the same year, she was announcing that they had just sold their first property together. Like, that's not situationship behavior. That's building a whole future behavior. So for fans who had seen all of this play out, watching Claressa pop up with Pap right after, and then giggling at Tony's messy Facebook posts was wild. Because the timeline is way too close for comfort. People are asking, when did she actually break it off with Tony? And did things with Papoose start while she was still technically engaged? That's why the internet is side-eyeing hard. To them, it looks less like Claressa moved on, and more like she pivoted from fiancé to Pap, without a real break in between. And now the ex is clearly feeling bold enough to troll her new man's wife, which only makes people think there's still unfinished business between the two. And this is where Pap comes in, looking like the most unbothered man on earth, or maybe the most clueless. Because while Claressa's ex is out here throwing shots, Papoose is posting her up on his Instagram like he just won the heavyweight title. That whole, "If the path is beauty, let's not ask where it leads" caption? Cute, sure, but fans are like, Pap, do you even know what's going on around you? Meanwhile, Remy Ma is not keeping quiet. Instead of sitting this one out, she's been throwing jabs at both of them. Remember, this is a woman who basically said Claressa isn't knocking anybody out, just like Pap allegedly wasn't knocking her out either. Yeah, Remy went there, and the internet has the receipts. So picture this, Pap trying to soft launch Claressa on his page, Claressa still entertaining her ex's jokes, and Remy popping off online with shade that cuts deep. Fans don't even know who to believe anymore. But what's clear is, Pap looks like he's trying to prove he's moved on, while the women in his life are clowning him left and right.
She came on here claiming that, oh, everybody, I don't do this. Yes, you do. This is exactly the only thing you do.
And let's be real, Pap's silence isn't helping. He hasn't clarified what's actually going on with Claressa. Is she really his girlfriend? Was that IG caption a soft confirm? Or is he just trolling Remy? Because the way this triangle looks right now, Claressa seems caught between the ex she was about to build a future with and the man still legally tied to his wife. Which is why a lot of people are saying Pap might have picked the wrong fight this time. Claressa's past isn't even fully behind her. Remy refuses to back down, and he's standing in the middle like the storyline is about him. Spoiler, it's not. Now. At this point, it stopped being about Pap and turned into a full-on face-off between Remy and Claressa. Because instead of letting the shade roll off her back, Claressa leaned right into it. She even tweeted, "Claressa Shields versus at Real Remy Ma February 2nd. Come get you behind whooped crash out." And then she deleted it, but not before the internet screenshotted it and spread it everywhere. And guys, the timing could not have been more chaotic. Remy had already been poking fun at Claressa's so-called lack of knockouts, and now Claressa basically challenged her to a celebrity boxing match. Fans were like, hold up, is this beef about Pap? Or are these two actually ready to throw hands in real life?
Just win.
Now, when are you knocking Remy Ma out?
Stop.
Y'all know I had to bring that up, okay? Because the girls was tussling over the internet. I didn't know if she was gonna get knocked out. I was scared. Oh,
The internet is not a real place to be. Listen, I woke up that morning just as shocked as everybody else. Like, what the hell?
oh my
What's
God.
going on? I'm like, I want to promote the movie. What is this?
But honestly, it did also promote the movie because people was like, damn.
Yeah.
So
now
what's
I gotta go see who this girl is.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So, they say all publicity is good publicity, but baby, the internet is not a real.
How is it handling and dealing with all that new, and not really new, but just even more popularity?
Yeah. You know what? I had to tell myself, like, this comes with the territory. You talking about being Beyonce, baby girl, and you're in boxing? It's like, Beyonce get way more stuff than this, So I think it's not about the problem, it's about how you handle the problem. And I think I handled it very well.
Then Claressa doubled down on Instagram, posting herself smiling and writing, "Outside in these NY streets, call me." Yeah, that wasn't subtle. Everyone took it as her taunting Remy, like she was letting the world know she was in her backyard and ready for smoke. And let's be real, the internet lives for this kind of messy girl-on-girl beef. Now, as if the whole thing wasn't already messy enough, Eazy the Block Captain decided to weigh in. Yep, the same battle rapper who's been tied to Remy since last year. He decided it was his moment to pop off too. He went online and basically told Papoose to unblock him, calling Cap on the whole story that Pap supposedly knocked him out. According to Eazy, Pap never laid a hand on him. And in fact, Pap has known about his little situationship with Remy for 2 years. Like, excuse me? You're telling us Pap's been letting this play out behind the scenes while still trying to post Claressa like a prize on his IG? That's embarrassing. Fans were quick to say Pap is looking less like the king of New York and more like the clown of the storyline.
Nigga probably said, yo, I ain't knocked the nigga out because I shook his, because he fucked my wife. I knocked the nigga out because he shook my hand, then fucked my wife. You sound like a pussy. Here's the thing, nigga, I ain't know you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like that. And if you want to keep it a bean, if you want to tell the real story, my nigga, I was on the whole opposite side from you. And I was just like, yo, I don't want to meet the nigga. You came up to me and told me you was a fan of mine, nigga. That's the real story. And that's why you was mad. He's a fuck up. So you know when a nigga is really a fuck up and he loses his jaw and she really a good jaw and you really lose it and the next nigga got it and you don't feel like the next nigga should hang your jaw, then niggas start acting. I'm happy for the nigga, move on.
And of course, Remy didn't stay silent. She denied that Pap ever knocked Eazy out, which low-key just made Pap look even weaker, because now his wife and her alleged side dude are basically teaming up to make him look foolish. Now let's be real. Pap's whole image is taking the biggest L out of everybody in this mess. Because while Remy is out here cracking jokes and Claressa is smiling like life is sweet, Pap looks like the guy who doesn't realize he's the punchline. Think about it. This is the same Pap who used to be praised as husband goals. People loved how he held Remy down while she was locked up, right? Fast forward, and now he's getting clowned online for looking like the rebound boyfriend who can't control the narrative in his own relationship. That's a wild fall off. And here's the kicker. Every time Pap tries to flex like he's moved on, the women in his life one-up him. Remy clowns him publicly, Claressa ignores him publicly, and even her ex jumps in to troll him.
I am live as we speak. When I type things in, people don't understand. Turn that camera on, ugly, and tell your lies. Don't type your lies. Tell them. Speak while people talking to you and you read the comments. You can't keep up with them if you do that, right? I'll wait. I was just trying to get back with you yesterday.
You just said the other day you don't even deal with this lame no more.
Get back with what? I was laid up yesterday. Was I not laid up? Were we not laid up? Oh. What? Ew. I don't even like the cologne you wear. It's gross. Ew.
What's crazy is that Pap hasn't even said much directly. He's not clearing the air, he's not defending Claressa, nothing. And silence can work sometimes, but in this case, it just makes him look weak. Fans are saying it straight up. Pap went from king of loyalty to background character in less than a year. And honestly, you couldn't script this mess better. Remy's acting like she's still got Pap wrapped around her finger. Claressa's giving off unbothered queen energy, and Pap's stuck in the middle looking like the dude everyone's laughing at. But here's the part that nobody can answer right now. Is Claressa really about Pap? Or is she just letting him be the face while she keeps her real life private? Because the way she's staying quiet, the way Tony keeps throwing shade, and the way Remy's still laughing, it feels like we don't even know the half of it.